People are making $50,000 with software development with no knowledge how to code. How much money would you make, or more importantly, how would your life change if you could build any app idea you've ever had? Being a software developer is the most powerful ability in the world since you can create anything for anyone, and now even non-programmers can create software. It's similar to creating a drop shipping store on Shopify, but without all of the competition. To prepare, watch this video all the way through. The best business model objectively. It is the highest leverage. It has the biggest exit multiples, and your consumers pay you on a monthly basis. Software is the easiest to scale, the most profitable, and the least competitive. However, it is the slowest to get started and requires coding knowledge. Don't you find it interesting how every single YouTuber is building their own software right now? But they're teaching you the same business they did years ago? Why aren't they talking about the business they're working on right now? It's successful. Anyone is able to build software without writing code, and if you don't believe me, let me show you. Revamped is a tool that enables anyone to quickly create newsletters. We're going to get a little technical here, but it's actually much easier than it appears with software. There are two parts. You have the backend, aka the engine, and you have the frontend, aka the design or what it looks like for the users. So we utilize make.com for the engine. This is what keeps the backend running. All we have to do is select API and visually connect them. Afterwards, we use Bubble to design the front end and make everything look nice for the users, so I'll just show you how we do it for Revamped. So, let's just pick a source and start producing a newsletter. So I'll choose the source. As you can see, we can now select a different writing style and length. And when it comes to length, we have three options: a short section, a medium section, or a long section, so this is fronted. This is what the user encounters. So in make.com, the back end of the exact same thing, we just have them in Bubble. They're in our app, and then they have to choose one of three routes. Then we just use a predefined prompt to generate a long portion of 400 characters for the newsletter. So we have a lengthy newsletter section, and this is what our users see on the top page. Then there's the back-end automation that made it all possible. You're simply graphically connecting these APIs and guiding users through a process. It's simple to do, but it requires some thought, which takes some time. If you can use make.com, you can build software. People assume that developing software is a difficult task that only the most gifted individuals can master. But it's not true now. People learned about APIs by using make.com and rapid APIs. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can simply take features from existing software and include them into your own. For example, just a few years ago, if you wanted to integrate a calendar feature in your product, you had to start from scratch. But now you can be an expert no-code developer and simply use Google Calendar's API to grab all of their features and include them into your app. You simply utilize your no-code talents to begin merging various tools that you enjoy. Solve a certain problem. You identify a problem and then market your solution. Go to the Rapid API Hub and scroll down to see all of the different APIs that are available. So the first one I see here is API Basketball. So let's say you wanted to create a sports realty app on the NBA. You just plug in the API Basketball and there you go. You have a full-blown sports app. Or perhaps you want to do something like the real estate API. So you may get real-time market updates and information on all house sales in your area. Incorporated into your software. There are thousands of these, so go to rapidapi.com/hub to check them out for yourself. I'm assuming you've had a brilliant idea for software or an app at some point in your life, whether it's something that helps you at job, school, or just for fun. It could be a different problem that you face on a daily basis. Whatever the idea is, it is now able to become a reality because the playing field has finally been leveled. Even because just a few years ago, it was impossible to make those ideas a reality. You either had to somehow raise millions of dollars so you could pay pricey developers, or to learn to do coding yourself. However, with no-code tools, you can now build out an MVP in a matter of weeks with the purpose of testing your idea before spending months building a product that no one wants. But, once again, I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. Even if building software is simple and anyone can do it without writing code, it still takes a few months to prove you your idea. Create your software, then test it. So, while you're developing your software, see, if you master Bubble skill, you're a software developer and people will pay you thousands of dollars to build their software. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can get notified when the new video comes out.